sorry, the variable and array, right? So when we store the collection like number or name, something like that, then we are using the array. And in variable, what we are doing only just adding one thing like the name, person, car, etc., number. So what is object? Object is like you have um, in the variable I can only define the my name, right? But if I want to add more thing like my birth object, my education, my designation, everything in one so that I can understand that everything for a person or like for a car, I only if I define a variable, then I only know the name of the car, but don't know the model, etc., right? So like if we define the late person, this is Zahid Hassan, and print, sorry, document dot write. Now open the page. So it's only printing my name. So I want like any person, I want to add her name, age, designation, etc. Then what we'll do? So then we have to define the object. Okay. So how we'll do? In here we'll add a second bracket first, make a new line, then add a colon, then assign the name. So what we see now? we only see the object now. So before, when we add this um, use as a variable, then what we see, what we define on it, we just it's print in here. But now it's not a variable, it's now object. So when we can't print like that in now. So we have to use person dot first name. Okay. So now if we run it, so it will printing the first name, right? Also, you can use like this as array. Not work. So we have to use the as a string. This is the parameter of the object or the index of the object. So we have to use as a string. Then we can get the value. In the other hand, we can also use the dot. This is the good approach, and mostly use every person use this approach. It's popular approach. So like now I am defining car. Model type, anything you can add, like name. So what happen if we assign the car to this object? Then what we'll do? We'll do like so now this person has this car, right? So if we want to print the car for the person now, we'll what we'll do? We'll do person dot car dot car1, sorry, name1. So it is showing. So it is the nested object, right? So object inside another object. Also, we can use the function inside the object as well. Like in here, we have the first name and last name. So if you use the full name, then we will add a function in here. And it will return this dot first name, and we are concatenating dot last name. So do you know what is written? Any idea? Okay, I'll describe later. No problem. Sorry. So we have to define the function name, as this is acting as a function. That's why we have to call the name full name and add this. This means this is a function. This is a object function method. That's why we have to call like this. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in previous example, in the last class, I showed you how the function is work, right? Function do sum, right? So this is the main function, and we are adding like 4 and 5. 4 plus 5, let x equal 4 and 5, right? Now how to call the function? Do sum. So how will check? We check document So what you see that when we calling a function, then the function is executing and from here. So if we don't use this, it will not do anything because this is only the body of the function, but we have to call the function to do something. And this is doing that, right? So now the value is printing. So so if you think that we will do the sum and then use the sum for another purpose. Like you want to do the sum and then you will add 10 with the value. Add 10. Okay. Then what will do? I'm coming later. So thing like that you will you are um, doing what are doing in this function, you don't need to print what you are doing. Are printing this here, but you think that we will not print, but you will use this. You will use this different purpose. Then you can call it get the value by like this. Let y equal do sum. Now we will not print in here, but if we run it, we will not get anything. So because the function is only doing sum but not printing or not returning this value to this value. So in this purpose, we have to return x. So what we did in here, then after that return to this original, to the y. That's mean what is return is doing. Return is sending this value to the original one. I mean the first what is assigning. So now if we print document or write or alert y, then we will get the 9 because we are getting the value in here. So what return is doing? Return is sending the value to the return the value of the function after completing the task. Okay. So in the last class, I said that we will do a simple calculator, but I don't know its time is possible or not. It will take time. Hmm. So we are not doing the calculator in here because it will take time. So you can do it yourself. If you need any help, let me know. I will help. Okay. So anybody know about JSON? Do you know what is JSON? Anyone?
No, sir.
JSON use the object model of the JavaScript. Like inside the JSON data, we can, like in the um, person, we have the name, last name, designation, etc. Right? So like we have 1,000 custom person, and we want to store as a JSON. Then how we'll do it? Like this is a person, right? So we can have multiple person with different name. And then int, we these all are will be in a third bracket, inside a third bracket. Okay. So this is the format of the JSON. So this is not JavaScript, just an idea what is a JSON. JSON inside, so like a persons, then a third bracket, and then all the employee inside separated by the second bracket. Okay. So in JavaScript, how we'll create this in JavaScript? So when you want to create this in JavaScript, you don't we can't create like this. We have to do, at first we have to create as a string, then we have to convert to JSON. So JSON is very important. Like you know about API, right? Maybe you know the name about API. So like in the API, the developer return the JSON data, and using JSON data, the front-end developer, like JavaScript developer, are implement the website using those JSON data. They just um, process the JSON data in different way, and then use these in a in their website. So in the next class, I will show you how the JSON data process. Okay. So like a developer can send you a list of user with their first name, last name, date of birth, or the first name, last name, registration date in the website, then their profile information, their educational information, they can send as a list with JSON. And using those JSON data, you have to create a list in HTML format. So in HTML format, we will create the list and using the JSON data. Okay. So if you understand the object, then it will not be any difficult, I think. So it will understand, you will understand very easily. So I will discuss this in next class. I think it's okay for today. So any questions?